there was a lot of talk. There's a mega corporation. Well, actually, there's a few, but there's one that runs the city that we're in right now, called Paragon Star. And there were advertisements everywhere, and the DM was having such a great time just telling people about all the jack shit weird advertising that was going on. It's like, and this water is brought to you by Paragon Star, well, actually, the best of the best. It was a time.
I see. Okay, I think I figured it out. Maybe. Here.
Oh, are you testing your VOD creation tool?
I am.
Where did you post that?
The icon.
Oh, you
channel.
posted it in icon.
Yeah. Jack says
it does.
Stream starting soon.
Yeah, it's working.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We'll have a VOD. That's useful for me.
Yeah, and it won't go away after 60 days. I realized a little too late that that was happening to the ones for Icon.
It's so annoying. Okay, do we want to wait till 7? Or do we want to maybe start early since we're all here? Are y'all... Julia, how are you doing on your kit?
I would appreciate a few more minutes.
Okay, that's totally fine.
That's fine.
Here.
I'm doing research on how to roleplay my character.
I know, I need to do some research on one of my items. I've got a Wikipedia page pulled up.
Yes, Jack is in fact in the chat.
In disguise.
Oh, okay.
What?
It turns out that I can't use Streamlabs as a chat monitor for YouTube, so that's
no, you
pretty
cannot.
Cool.
I think it has to do with if you're running it unlisted or not.
I am not, but that's fine. I can just... yeah, this is fine.
Okay, that's fine. As long as we have a VOD, I'm happy.
Yep.
So that I can reference video on demand, so that I can go back and reference canon things. It lets me take less detailed notes during the session.
I was gonna ask you, DM, should our characters have any know of each other before we get going?
Oh no. No.
Okay.
Okay, epic.
So introductions will be saved for a session then.
You've been called to a room.
Yeah.
On the station,
Wonderful.
and that's all they told you.
What do I need to know about the setting of the world?
Oh, okay. Let me get started. Okay, so we're in a solar system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, like, kind of gritty, hard sci-fi. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in the solar system. There's a rocky planet, kind of like Mercury, you know, closest to the star. And then there's a Terran planet, which has been heavily exploited and has like a super high population. They're like the big superpower. There's a little rocky dwarf planet in an asteroid belt, which is where you guys are starting. So y'all are there. It's a colony of that Terran planet, which is known as Duna. And then there's another colony of Duna, which is a water planet, which they colonized because they wanted the agua, because they were running out of clean water on their planet. So they colonized that planet, and as of right now, about a month or 2 ago, that colony started rebelling. So there is a revolutionary war happening.
And what side are...
It's a good question.
You're just kind of surviving.
Are we on sides?
Guess
I
you'll
don't
find
think
out.
I'm on a side.
Guess you'll find
I
out
am
today.
definitely on a side.
You and your nanobot swarm.
You heard about that character?
Oh, Brandon's been texting me about your campaign all semester.
I am
Oh, it's
quite
been good
pleased
stuff.
with that character.
And then there's one more planet, which is just a gas giant with a couple moons that have been colonized.
Okay.
The most recent of which just finished construction of its first dome. And the rebelling place doesn't really... Like, it's rebelling, but it's kind of like... More like... Like, they're a pretty scrappy rebellion. They're not...
Yeah.
Duna's kind of authoritarian. So... Kind of. They're not, like, super hardcore authoritarian. But they're not opposed to pulling the United States if a leader of an opposing if like an opposing government isn't doing something they'd like.
Right.
Nito Delito, your president. Wait.
So yeah, it's kind of it's a solar system in political turmoil. And we are
Wonderful.
Yes. And we are 10 years prior to the Helios Delta campaign. Right at the beginning of the war for Aquarian independence. On the colony of Silva, which is where you are starting today.
Funky.
Erasmus is alive, though.
Erasmus is alive. Tails is probably alive too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was
how
joking that we
old
might
Tails
see
is.
Erasmus today.
Yes,
You
Erasmus,
guys
like,
get shot at by Erasmus.
somewhat existing. I feel like Erasmus is not, at this point in his life, would not be particularly dangerous.
No. Oh, speaking of which, unrelated, but Lachlan, did you see the thing in the Schmeppy Discord that the developer was talking about?
Which thing? He
In
talks
the
a lot
Anything
there.
channel, the 5D chess with multiverse time travel.
Oh, what the shit? What?
You should go look it up. It's on Steam. It's $12. It lets you move pieces forward and backward in time based on a certain set of rules and create branching chess timelines. And it's top rated and its top user defined category in Steam is psychological horror.
God. Awful.
Very cool.
Oh man.
I was considering jokingly buying you it for Christmas.
The first reply to that underneath it says, "My brain melted reading the description." Oh god.
Oh yeah, let me read it to you. It's the first ever chess variant with spatial, temporal, and parallel dimensions. It's 5D chess with multiverse time travel. Move pieces back in time to create branching timelines. Send a rook to a parallel dimension. Protect your kings in the present and in the past.
Very cool.
This sounds like, yeah.
Oh,
This sounds
I
like
don't
taking your
have
brain and just pushing it into like a lemon juicer.
I don't have a background set through Discord. I just have it set through my graphics
through your
card
camera.
driver.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No pressure for all of us to get weird thematic backgrounds.
I was just curious. Because I set one up when I use Zoom, but...
Yeah, Discord doesn't have it built in yet.
Okay.
I would do it sometimes when back when I actually bothered to turn my camera on during my Zoom classes, and it would always not work, at all, and it would basically just be a photo, where every so often I would clip into existence for like half a second.
Yeah.
What that means is you don't look human enough for it.
No, what it is that when I'm sitting at my desk at the time of day when my classes are going on, the like morning sunlight is shining directly on my face and like blowing out my camera.
Y'all, I had my last 6 a.m. class today.
Oh my goodness, I feel you with that
Sick.
one.
That's awful.
A bunch of people at my 9:30 a.m. class were complaining about our 6:30 a.m. class today because our professor is monotone and sounds like Winnie the Pooh when he lectures.
Cool. Oh yeah, Brandon, you want to know something epic about this character? I figured out that I don't actually have to have anything in my inventory.
What?
I have 0 items in my inventory.
Oh, items. Those are things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't
Do you
need
have
them,
enough?
though.
The items.
You don't. I have
Nobody
like
needs items.
I have an item. It's
I
a very
have-
important one.
yeah, I have my one item that like physically exists. That is my cloak, and that is it. Nothing else exists. Because I figured out that I can use my class features to create things like food. And I don't like have tool proficiencies. So yep.
How much detail did you look at my sheet I sent you, Brandon?
Not.
Okay, that's probably good.
Oh, Achilles wants into my room.
For example, one of the 3 languages I've written in is something else. Because I was
Do
too
you
lazy
speak
to
Nautilin?
I did write that one down.
Oh yeah, because don't you speak like a gazillion languages?
This character gets 2 additional languages, so I put 1 to Nautilin.
Yeah. My character.
So this is going to be quite the many
what I
languages party tonight.
My
whatever.
my character has more
Character.
language proficiencies than Brandon has languages.
Yeah.
There you go.
What are your names?
I have
Johnny.
updated my Discord.
Johnny.
Up here, Achilles.
Kudos
Here
to
comes
people who
Johnny.
asked what character I'm based off of.
Oh yes.
I don't think any of you will.
Good boy. Oh, you're crawling on my desk. Thank you.
Ryan, are you Jet or Gregory?
Oh, I'm not Gregory. Sorry, that's been my name for like forever. Since that was the last time I played a character in this server.
Yeah. Did you DM one?
Yeah, I've DM'd
You
a
did
few.
DM Jet.
Yep. I did the very epic random sci-fi name generator, and then I picked the first one.
You've discovered my secret. How will I ever run a Helios Delta session again?
On the wall right above my monitor, there is a framed picture of a bunch of different numbers from bike races and running races that my dad was in, and you have no idea how much I look up there and just like, oh great, that'll work as a name, and I just like rehash something that's written on one of the numbers. Like there's one here that says Fleet Feet Sports Deschutes Dash. There's a lot of
Can we
possibilities
get
there.
an Achilles cam?
I do have an Achilles cam, it's just not working right now.
How do you go through so many webcams?
No, it's not that the webcam is broken, it's that webcams, or Windows really hates when your webcam is being accessed by multiple pieces of software at the same time, and so
Oh yeah.
if I open Streamlabs, all of my webcams only work for Streamlabs. So that's why I always turn on my video like a long time before the session starts, because if I don't, when I open Streamlabs, it makes it so that I can't turn on my camera without like closing Streamlabs, which is really cool. It's one of my favorite features.
I should have my notes out. Hold on, that's important.
Not Darian's notes, because this
Not
is 10
Darian's
years
notes.
before
A
Darian.
blank note cards, my friend. Always important to write things down. No, Darian's notes are for Darian. I think even though Darian is only a 3rd level, I think that character is actually more complicated than the character I built today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's
I'd
like
agree.
homebrewed out the wazoo.
Boy, I can't wait till you get to like level 10.
Oh jeez, playing Darian in anything that isn't roleplay is gonna be brain hurty juice.
I'm like, roll for initiative. Lachlan passes out.
Doing vigorous math. I'll be like one of those professors with the whiteboards that are like longer than the entire room, calculating things.
When Lachlan has to when I say roll for initiative with level 10 Darian.
Yes.
Okay, are we ready to go? Ish. This is a super.
I'm gonna be
session anyways.
making so much stuff up on the fly. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, don't worry. I still haven't done any prep for normal Helios Delta.
Well, it's a good
That's
thing that
fine.
normal Helios Delta is in 3 days.
Yeah.
Also, normal Helios Delta knows what they're gonna be doing, so that makes it easy on you.
It does make it easy on me. I mean, I have a rough idea of what you folks are going to be doing, but does that concern you?
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I know
Don't
one
worry,
thing
I
I'm
should
gonna
actually
do,
take out my
but
dice.
who knows?
I know.
Good idea. Getting the dice out is important.
Oh, my dice are in Massachusetts. I'm so sad.
Oh no!
There's a dice rolling thing in
Oh, you've got one on your phone.
channel.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got one on your phone.
Yeah, okay. Right.
I mean, I have dice. I just don't have them.
Yeah, so
I have
I have what is known as a certified caster moment, so I'm taking out my d20, and I'm going to be using the dice bot for everything else because I don't own like
You don't have this.
I don't own 5 d10s for random spells.
But
just
they're
got
so shiny.
I just got like 2 of the basic player dice sets from Pegasus, and I've just been rolling with those for now, and they seem fine.
Yeah, eventually I'm going to get a decent amount of all of the types of dice.
What I would like is if I could just have like 5 of everything.
Yeah. I mean, you say that, except that it will occasionally come to a point where you need more.
But 5 is like a reasonable amount in terms of price. Okay, are we
Yeah.
ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay. I don't know your characters' names. I just wanted to say Erasmus. Jet kind of walks into the room and shuts the door behind him. As he looks around, he sees like a dingy, kind of flickering fluorescent light, a single one in the middle of the room, a desk, like a wooden desk, which is kind of odd considering you're way out in the middle of nowhere in space, a door leading somewhere else, and 2 people sitting on chairs on the far side of the room. They seem a bit confused and anxious. What's your character's name, Julia? Johnny? Johnny and Zuko. Sorry, I'll get there.
I gave
Johnny-
Brandon 3 words for my name.
Johnny and Kazuko kind of look up as Jet enters the room.
Is this where we introduce ourselves?
I believe so.
Who are you?
That bard charisma really coming through.
Well, what you see in the chair farther from the door is this. The first thing you notice about my character is that you do not see a head. Where a head should be, there is a large, not very like deep, like a short cylinder that has been planted over the entire head and circles around it. It's made out of metal plates, and it's kind of been folded around. And you can see coming out from the bottom of it these tubes and pipes, almost like there's some sort of mask or oxygen system going on. Sitting next to the chair is a large backpack, and you can hear it slowly humming, as if it's producing some sort of power. I will send you a reference image in general.
Yeah, finding reference images probably would have been a decent idea.
Frying pan.
Actually, that looks like a wok.
That's like a saucepan. You have a saucepan head.
I do.
I love it.
As you come in, you watch as the head region swivels to look at you and kind of twists.
Alrighty then. Hey there. I'm Jet. And I do not have a reference image, but God damn it. But what you see is kind of like hunched over, like older looking gentleman, with, well, I mean, he's wearing like a tattered black cloak. You notice that it doesn't really have any possessions. Yup.
So Johnny just sort of sits there and stares intimidatingly at the two of you. You notice... what do you notice about Johnny? Johnny's got a wonderful flowing cloak, or like coat. And Johnny has an instrument case sort of strapped to Johnny's back. You can't really tell what's in the case.
Something to note.
Sitting down with the case like strapped on the back, like in between the back of the chair and the
Johnny
body.
has very good posture.
All of you, in your inventories, or just like in your pockets or something, have a little like 3x5 index card that just said this place at this time. With a little emblem on the corner. As you all kind of sit there, kind of sizing each other up, looking around, the door opens on the far side. Kind of a young Nautilin, maybe not 20s, 30s maybe, sits down across from you, and she beckons you forward to sit across from the desk from her. As you do, she speaks up. Do all of you know why you're here?
No.
No.
Not really.
You all are here because you have a certain set of skills that we could use. If you wish this, we can give you great payment for completing a task for us. No questions asked.
Sure.
What
Why the
sort
fuck
of
not?
task?
The Nautilin produces what looks to be like some kind of cylindrical canister with a combination lock on one side to you, and sets it on the desk. This needs to make it to Natasha Ozar down on Aquaria. In the capital colony city. Can you do that?
I'll reach out and grab it and kind of swing it around and in the bag.
Oh, okay. Now, here are the conditions of this. Upon your successful delivery, you will each be granted 30,000 credits to your account. However, you must not open the package. You must not know the contents of the package. And you must, under any circumstances, let the package fall into the hands of the Duna Republic. Or the Sylvan colonial government.
Interesting. How about you give it to me?
I will lay my life down for this parcel.
Do you all agree to this? If you do not agree, this is your chance to back out now.
I agree.
Seems easy enough.
Good. I hoped the price was right. I chose you all because I thought you would blend in enough to not be suspected. Very well.
It's not my style, but we can try.
Y'all understand what I mean soon enough. And then, as you kind of look at the thing, what would you all like to do next as a group?
We are on. So we're not on Aquaria right now.
You're on Silva.
We're on Silva. You have transport down to the planet.
Why? You like this?
No.
No?
This is a mission you will have to undertake yourself. It is too risky for us to intervene. As the Nautilin woman says this, you kind of hear footsteps running down the hallway. And the Nautilin is like, "You must go now," and opens the door and kind of beckons you all to go and kind of shoves you out the door as you go. You hear footsteps burst into the room behind them. And
Okay.
shouting.
What do we see when we get pushed out into this new room? Initially, just looking for maybe a sign that points to like docks or something.
You hear the door lock behind you, and you look into what appears to be a nondescript hallway. As you look around, it appears to be some kind of service shaft. There's like pipes and there's water dripping from the ceiling. It's cold, but it's also very humid. There's like steam and puddles of like gray-brown water on the ground. There appears to be stuff growing on the floors and walls, and you see like a small rodent scurry across into a corner.
No real indication of which way to go. Like, is it just one way
Make
forward,
an
or is it like
investigation check?
branching? Oh, I am bad at those. That's gonna be a 4.
What do I roll for that? Just a D20?
D20
I got a 9.
plus your intelligence mod.
So that'd
Yes?
be a 10. I got 10.
That sounds right. Okay. Jet?
Oh, am I also rolling investigation?
I think so. Yes.
I got a 3.
Oh my. Johnny, as you look around, you don't really know where you are or where to go. But you kind of see an arrow with a faintly lit sign that says emergency evacuation route.
Does
on
it
the
have
wall
like
ahead
an
of you.
arrow? Or.
It has an arrow.
Okay. I point boldly in the direction of the arrow and say, "This way, lads!" and head off that way, hoping they follow.
I turn, puff up my chest, and follow.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
How fast are you all going?
My speed is 30 feet.
Alrighty, so you're going speeds.
I am moving as expediently as I can while walking.
You get about 100, 150 feet back when you hear the door burst open behind you and you hear shouting
Now we're running.
We are walking faster.
Alrighty.
Why aren't we running?
We are
You reach-
we are moving at increased speeds.
You as you get to the end, it kind of widens out in like a little thing, a little room, and it turns a corner.
As we
Ah.
exit, is there anything like a pipe or something that we noticed that might have some steam or air or gas running through it?
You have make another investigation check.
Oh my gosh, these are so bad. That's a 2.
20! I got a 20.
You don't know, but Johnny does. Johnny spots a pipe with condensation on it up towards the top of the tunnel.
Johnny is not very intelligent.
I see.
What's happening with the people behind us? Are they
They are-
chasing us?
They are shedding loudly. They see you. They point and they start running.
What's ahead of us? Do we have space to run to?
There is a corner.
There's a
in the
corner.
tunnel.
Okay. I turn around and I draw my pistol.
Okay.
I press up against a wall.
Oh, is that
You press
the
up
route
against
that
the
we're
wall
going
behind
down?
the corner?
I think the marching order was Johnny in front, so Johnny will be shooting past both of us, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is this the play now?
Hmm?
Alright, Schmeppy map. Epic.
I don't know if you're familiar with Schmeppy, Julia.
With what?
There's a link I posted in general to a virtual tabletop.
Oh. That's
It is
fun.
the world's simplest map ever, and it's really nice.
Yeah, you can see how much effort I put into today's session.
hmm
Our lovely map.
Nice.
As I see you draw your pistol, you didn't even give me your name.
What? Oh, I didn't introduce myself? Johnny, lads.
Nice to meet you.
Kazuko, we should probably be running.
Should we? We seem to be cornered.
I mean,
Is there now? This is definitely a roll initiative moment, isn't it?
There is more tunnel further. You could keep going, but as of
Okay,
right now,
cool.
you've taken cover behind you, behind a corner.
Okay.
You hear shots ring out across the tunnel.
so wait, are we fighting?
You can either fight or
Well,
run.
I'm asking the party. Are we fighting?
Y'all know my vote.
Okay.
The guns are
But
already
I
out.
will- You
I-
can follow the canister.
I'm gonna hold out my hand, and a bazooka is going to appear in my hand. Alright,
All right, I'm gonna have you all roll for initiative.
it's time.
I got a
14.
14.
I got a 16.
Tiebreaker, please.
What's that?
Just roll a d20.
Just roll again.
A
You got
1
a 16
natural.
Jet?
I got a
So-
16.
Johnny's up first.
Oh,
I
Oh,
got a
never mind.
natural 1 for the tiebreaker.
Oh, is it who goes
Alrighty.
first who loses?
No. The person who has the highest roll goes first.
That's what I
well,
thought.
my reroll was a 10.
Yeah. And Lockford rolled a 1.
Oh. Wait, but I thought you rolled higher than both of us.
I did.
Yeah, I'm
He
getting
said
it.
he would go first between you two.
Gotcha. Cool.
The scuffiest of.
Yeah, we're just gonna go simple. I'm gonna step.
Excuse me while I find a stat block.
Okay. I'm gonna like.
DM vigorously finding stat blocks.
Oh, most certainly, and rolling initiative for them.
I'm so
Okay, yeah,
glad
that's
that
pretty good.
I'm so glad that I finally get to play a character who's allowed to use the cool things in the weapons table for Helios Delta. My other character has been decreed by law of
Too
DM
broken.
that I'm not allowed to use the cannon.
Yet.
Yet. Okay.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a stat block because this is a one shot and I didn't prepare at all.
You're fair.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Brandon has the physical thing printed out. That's what he's paging through.
Yep.
So I just sort of lean my body around the corner and shoot at whoever's in the lead.
Alrighty.
Um,
Jet, you are first up, actually,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Epic.
in the initiative roll.
Oh, wait. Please tell me that this is a bonus action. Fuck. Okay, well.
Oh, good. There's initiative on the map. Excellent. I just needed
There's-
to zoom out.
Very cool. Okay. Well, epic. Okay, I guess I'll, shoot around the corner at, the Marine that's in front. With,
Alrighty.
a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And now, dice bot moment. You know, I'm just gonna roll to hit again since I hit the first time. And that'll be a 26 to hit.
Okay, that's hits.
Okay, so
Is this your bazooka?
this isn't the bazooka.
Good lord.
We're gonna do.
I have questions, but those are for late. Actually, I don't. Well, Kaz doesn't have any questions. Julia, you should get the intense music going. If you click on the watch stream in Discord. Actually, I don't know
Yeah.
what view in Discord.
Okay, so that'll be
I got the
Uh,
music. Okay.
20 points of concussion damage and 24 points of cold damage.
I think
I'm
I
sorry,
need to
what?
turn the stream volume down a
20,
lot.
20 points of concussion and 24 points of cold.
Okay,
Uh,
that's a lot.
yeah, as the bazooka kind of lobs out this giant, like, glowing blue, looking like missile, basically.
You see it smash into the Marine, and the Marine kind of has ice covering them now. They keep Johnny.
So the one that Jet shot, is that the one in the lead?
Be Marine A.
Okay. Well, I sort of lean around the corner with my pistol, feeling suddenly inadequate after that show of force. But I stand tall and proud, and I shoot my gun. And
Alrighty.
that's a D20 to see if it hits.
D20, yes. Plus,
Okay.
what is it?
Well, plus
Well,
dex
unless-
plus proficiency.
Yeah,
Or
Oh.
plus, actually, yeah, the pistols would only be dex.
Okay. So oh shit. Well, that's a 2 plus a 3 is a 5. So I shoot with great confidence, but I don't think I hit them. Correct?
The pistol kind of points at the ceiling, and you see the bullet whiz past Marine A, and then past Marine B, and then strike a pipe right immediately behind them. Water starts spraying from the wall.
Lovely.
Kazuko.
Kazuko pulls out from a sheath on his side a large blade and grasps it in both hands and makes their way around the corner, kind of barreling through, stands in the center of it, and takes a bow before the Marines before standing up and wielding the blade. That's my turn.
Are you gonna ready in action or?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll ready an action to. I will stab at them if they come close to me. But I am stand here. I'll take a bow.
Marine A stops and Marine A stops in their tracks and looks like confused, and then from their side they pull out what appears to be like some kind of long, wide-barreled thing. Oh no.
I'm about to get ruffle stomped.
What's your AC?
17.
He kind of fires it, and you see a guided rocket come out, but it like clangs off your helmet, and something in the helmet like manages to hit some kind of off switch in the rocket, and so it just falls to the floor. Unusable.
Oh man. I mean, nobody else
Marine
sees...
A, Marine B sees this, and decides to pull a pistol and shoot it at Kazuko. Which definitely hits. Excuse me. Dealing 12 points of damage. Concussion damage. You see the round kind of ping through a chink in the armor.
Kazuko is unflinching.
Kazuko does not move from this. It is now Jet's turn.
Okay.
I should probably mention that they are here now.
What if they were just like a little closer together? That'd be pretty epic. Okay. That's a shame. Okay. I think that the rocket launcher is going to be put away. Oh wait, actually, yes, the rocket launcher is going to be put away. And wait, is that? Where's my mouse? Yeah, okay. And I will go to right here and conjure up my shotgun.
Oh, I see. Go ahead.
Alright, and then we're gonna shoot at Marine A. Do I have to roll to hit twice, or do I just roll to hit once?
Probably roll to hit once.
Okay, so first attack will be
Because it's one attack.
25 to hit, and the second attack will be a 17 to hit.
The first one hits.
It's a shame. Okay. And that will deal... that will deal 12 points of heat damage. Or wait.
Yeah, it would be heat damage.
12 points of heat damage and 9 points of cold damage.
Alrighty. Oh goodness.
Sort of...
21.
Well.
Haha, funny math.
Yeah.
My brain is fried. I've done too much math today. I'm getting out the calculator.
That is 21 points
Did I
of
just hear the
damage.
sounds of a physical calculator? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it was way faster.
True engineering student moment.
Okay. Marine A kind of gets launched backwards and staggers backwards from the impact to their armor, but they seem to remain standing for right now. Johnny, you're up.
Okay. So Johnny rounds the corner.
You can click and drag the tokens, by the way, by clicking token and dragging it to where you want to go.
Can I? Because that's just moving the map.
Oh, in the bottom...
In the bottom left corner, there's a little thing that lets you
Token.
select.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep.
So Johnny's standing next to Kazuko there. And Johnny performs a gambit.
Okay.
Johnny performs a level 3 gambit called Blinding Attack, in which you. What do I do? I make a weapon attack against the target, rolling with advantage. So let's say I don't know. Do I need to translate that into a real action here?
So you would attack with one of your normal weapons. With one of your weapons, it sounds like, but with advantage.
Okay, and then if I hit, the target is blinded for the duration.
Of the encounter?
Duration is 1d6 rounds.
Okay.
So do I need to roll for that?
Yeah, so...
2d6 rounds.
It's a gambit. Yeah, never
Or
mind.
2 rounds, sorry.
Yeah, and then you just choose the weapon attack of your choice with that.
Okay, well, my other weapon does concussive damage, so I'm gonna say that this is with my pistol.
Okay.
And I roll with advantage. So that means I roll twice and take the better one. Okay. So that's a 16. Yeah, I'll take the 16. Oh, plus dex. So that's
And plus
19.
proficiency.
And plus proficiency?
Yeah. Well, if you're proficient
Oh.
with the weapon, which if it's something that you own, I'm assuming you are.
I am proficient
yes,
with the
that
pistol.
hits.
So
I'm
actually,
just
so
gonna
that's a
save
16.
you the trouble with that.
Lots of hit.
So that's a 16 plus a 6. So that's a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Lit. And my pistol has... Oh wait, I'm not rolling damage. I'm rolling for them to be blinded.
You're rolling both.
I
'cause
think
you're still rolling
you
the
would
weapon attack.
get to do this weapon damage and get the
You
blinding.
get to do weapon damage and the blinding effect.
Oh hell yeah! Oh well, that's a nat 1 on the damage.
Well,
Alrighty. Which target was that? Marine A or B?
Is Marine A the one that's got all the cold damage to it?
Yeah.
Then let's say Marine B, because
Okay.
I'm fair and straight at
You
him.
would
Got him.
also be able to add your dex modifier to your damage, by the way.
And blinded
okay.
6 rounds, you said?
2 rounds.
Okay.
you should describe to me what blinding someone with a pistol looks like. I'm very curious.
I'm either
Is
imagining
it like a stun round or something?
Brandon, can you describe these Marines for us?
Yeah, they're wearing like helmets with a like dark blue glow coming from them. You can see like the lower parts of their faces, but not their eyes.
Yeah, okay. So I do
And they have
something nasty to
armor.
their helmets.
The helmet kind of gets hit with a pistol and flickers and flashes bright lights.
Nightclub helmet moment.
It's sparking. Alrighty, Kazuko.
All right. Coming up from my bow, look over at the two of them, and I, pushing my way between Johnny and Jet, make my way over in between the two of them, and finish drawing my blade and twirl around almost like a ballerina. I'm going to make 2 attacks. First one on Marine A,
Okay,
which will be a 16 to hit,
that does not hit.
and second one on Marine B, which will be a 13 to hit. That's
That will
adorable.
also not hit.
Twirl
You-
around. They both kind of push out of the way, but Kazuko thinks he looks cool.
You hear a giant clang as the blade hits the armor of the Marines.
You can hear something muttered from under Kazuko's breath, but you're not quite sure what.
Alrighty. Marine A kind of gets startled by the attack, turns, and using the missile launcher that was pulled before, fires a missile at close range
Point blank range.
at Kazuko.
You better take some damage from this thing too.
What's your AC?
17.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Excuse me while I roll for damage. Maybe find the right die. What? This does a 5 concussion damage.
Kazuko is unfazed.
The rocket goes bonk and clangs off the helmet incredibly hard this time.
You can hear the harmonic resonations from the helmet surround the hallway. With this noise.
Very cool.
Marine B decides to not take the bait and draws a knife and attempts to slash at Kazuko. This one also hits. So, excuse me while I roll for the damage. What is that? Okay. Oh no. This does 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
Alrighty, that brings it back to you, Jet.
Well, unfortunately, Kazuko is standing in the way now, so I guess I don't get to use my shotgun anymore.
Jet's like a sacrifice is sometimes necessary.
Alright. I'll run towards Marine A, and as I'm doing so, you see the shotgun kind of blink out of existence, and an energy sword appears in my hands. Except that it's doesn't appear to be very hot. It appears to be like cold blue energy sword. And I will try to hit him with it. That's a lot. With a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Which Marine? A, I'm assuming?
Yes. Oh, and then a 12 to hit. That's very epic. Okay, I'm gonna assume that one of them is going to hit and the other one is going to miss.
Yes.
Okay. And that will deal that will deal 26 cold damage.
The Marine A goes flying back down the hallway with it after touching an energy sword, sparking and stuff, and then falls to the ground.
Epic. Oh, I am also going to, I forgot that I can do this, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hex on Marine B.
I don't know what that does.
Yeah, don't worry about
Help
it.
me.
Uh,
Okay.
it just, yeah.
Oh.
It
It means
Do you have
Johnny.
to hex an ability?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I believe.
Oh yeah, that person is going to have disadvantage on anything that uses wisdom.
That uses wisdom.
Yes.
Okay, I might have something for that. Let's see.
What the fuck, Hex? Hex is such a bizarre spell.
Correct.
Why does upcasting it let me have someone be hexed for 24 hours? That's
Kind of broken.
no, it's not really, because you would usually
I guess
only
so.
use hex on something when you're like actively stabbing it.
Yeah,
It's because I think it is because you can just keep it live and swap targets, so you can have it for the whole day if you upcast it.
Yeah, I
Just
guess.
change it.
Alrighty, so Marine B is hexed.
Yep. I guess it's going to last 8 hours for me, so that's pretty cool.
And the hex just gives it disadvantage on wisdom stuff.
Well, it lets me do extra damage to it, but for you all, yes, it'll make it so that it has disadvantage on the wisdom stuff.
Speaking of which, Johnny, it is your turn.
It is my turn, isn't it? Kazuko, how tall are you?
Kazuko is on the taller side, maybe 6.5.
Just like...
Kazuko is large in many dimensions.
How far can I move?
6 units.
Yeah.
Okay. So I move so that I am standing beside Kazuko as a friend. And I shoot the blinded Marine with my pistol.
Point blank.
Point blank. He's blind, right?
Oh,
And that's not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. God damn, I would have better luck just hitting him with the butt
2
of the
plus
pistol.
6 equals 8 moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is a 4.
Plus
It really
6
do
is
be
a
like
10.
that sometimes.
But I am
Hey,
standing beside Kazuko as a friend.
As a friend.
Very cool.
The pistol shoots and goes bonk, and you see the bullet kind of limply fall to the floor from the pistol. It does not hit Marine B.
I'm fucking proficiency. Ugh. Okay.
It really do be like that sometimes. It's alright. Kazuko.
I've successfully only taken damage so far this combat!
It's your turn, Lachlan.
Alright. So Kazuko looks over to you, Johnny, and says, "You should really try some more traditional methods," and goes and tries to clobber the dude in the face with his sword. There we go, that's a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
So that'll be my first attack, and for this he suffers 1 was 8 plus 7 is 15 points of slashing damage. And I will make my second attack on him with a 25 to hit.
Alrighty. 15 points, you said?
15 points for the first one, and
Okay.
then 11 points for the second one.
Alrighty.
Kazuko turns back to Johnny and says, "Traditional weapons!"
Johnny says, "You got me there."
As Johnny's saying that, Marine B pulls out a pistol and shoots at Kazuko.
Alright.
The round pings off Kazuko's helmet and hits the Marine in the face.
Kazuko just turns his head down like this and just boom! Straight up and
Excuse
back.
me, while I dealing
Natural
3
ones are my
damage to the
favorite.
Marine. Ah,
Very
yes.
cool.
Epic. Alrighty. That makes it Jet's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here. And, yeah, I don't think that this Marine is going to survive this. I will attack with the energy sword. And that'll be a 29 for the first attack, and a 22 for the second attack.
Damage?
Damage is going to be numerous. So that'll be, let's see. So,
Oh my. Energy sword OP.
2d8 from 2 hits, plus 16, and then the extra is 2d6 plus 16, and then hex damage adds another 2d6.
I'm gonna go take a look at
my
dice rolling here.
lord.
Oh, wait. Oh, it fucked up. God damn it.
Oh my.
That's wrong.
Yup, I typed it in wrong.
Sometimes it like that.
Okay, that'll be 50 points of cold damage.
The Marine turns to ice and then slowly goes thunk onto Kazuko's helmet. As Kazuko is bowing.
I'll grasp. I'll pick him. I'll kind of grasp him, pick him up, and just slowly try and bring him over. I'll bring him over to the corner, and I'll set down the body in the corner. Make him nice and neat.
All right.
Over here.
I'll go drag the other Marine over as well. Drag Marine A over next to him, and let's rummage through Marine A's pockets real quick.
No, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
No, give me just a moment. Does he have, like, any form of identification?
There is a name badge on the suit.
Alright, what's his name?
His name is...
Duathlon.
Thank you, Lachlan.
Defeat your demons.
Strard.
Strard. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take his name badge, and, transform into Strard. I now look like Strard.
Okay.
And then both of the bodies will catch fire. Let's see. Yes, I do actually have something to do that. Yep.
What was your name again?
My name is now Strard. How do you spell that, by the way?
Strard.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
As you kind of are looking at him and do that, you hear over the station PA system, you hear, Clickcaster Dockyards is now under lockdown. And you
We
start
move
hearing
quickly.
a siren.
Soundboard is real. Okay, we want to go. We want to press W.
Yes. Forward.
Alright.
Which way do? Oh yeah, forward is gonna be
Would you like to
this
keep
away.
following the tunnel?
Yes.
Alrighty, you
I will
all sprint
convey
down
to
the
you,
tunnel.
barreling.
And you get to what appear to be a doors and like an elevator shaft entrance. And there appear to be a panel with a button on it.
Run up and smash the button.
Press the button.
Alrighty. You wait a minute, and then the doors open to reveal an elevator.
Epic.
Into the lift.
You get in the lift, and you see about 50 buttons on the side of the lift, each corresponding to a destination.
By any chance, is one of them a landing bay or a dockyard?
You see dockyards.
Yeah, let's go to the dockyards.
Alrighty.
Hit the
It
dockyards
appears,
button.
and you are in a service elevator. It appears that it's pretty grimy, and it appears that it's not normally used very frequently.
Is there elevator music?
There is, one moment.
Very cool.
Oh, I know this
Um,
song. This is a good song.
We stand in awkward silence as Kazuko bops to the
The
elevator
door,
music.
you kind of
Have any of you
Trundled to
heard
a
this song
halt.
before?
No.
The elevator drops rapidly, and like all of you feel almost weightless for a moment as you feel it increasing to great speed.
Because
And then
Zuko
you
will
all
stand
suddenly
as
become-
stiff as he can and say, "This is a really good song. You should listen to it sometime. Not in the elevator."
And then you all feel like almost twice as heavy as you already are as the elevator comes to a jarring halt and the doors open to reveal the dockyards. There's hardly anyone here, and it doesn't look like there are many ships here either. This appears to be some kind of service entrance.
Well,
You keep hearing over the PA. Clickcaster Station is under lockdown.
very cool.
And there appears to be like 1 or 2 ships.
Kazuko is going to run to the nearest ship.
Gonna follow Kazuko.
Alrighty.
First
You
one we
kinda-
see.
You kind of run to the nearest ship, but on the way there, you notice that there are 2 Marines standing outside the door.
Excuse me, I'm gonna need to enter that ship! And I'll run up and I'll just try and through them.
Oh. The Marines both look
It's
at
of
you.
urgent, it's of importance! It's incredibly important!
Marines kind of both look at you and draw their weapons and point them at you.
Don't worry. Don't worry, they're with me.
The Marines kind of let their weapons down
He's a little crazy, just let him
and go. Identification.
I'll hold out the badge.
Okay, you can come through.
Alright.
You'll need to be logging this with command.
Yep.
I'll
Can
follow
do.
suit.
And excuse me. Schmeppy map incoming.
Different schmeppy map.
Oh yeah, you know how it be.
I do know how it be.
This is Brandon's new hobby is making schmeppy
Yeah, but this
maps.
one's really cool.
Of the interior of the ship. Cool, cool.
As you get on board, you see what appears. You go through the airlock and you see what appears to be a cargo bay. It's not very big, and you see 2 elevator shafts on either side. It's maybe about 20 feet deep and about 30 feet wide. It's really not that large. Jen. Johnny. How do I spell your thing? Kazuko.
Okay.
The ship appears to be empty as of this moment.
Alright. Let's
Who
try...
knows how to fly?
Yes.
Excellent.
Could probably figure it out.
Excellent. Now is a good time to figure it out.
Okay. Let's head over to the bridge.
Alrighty. You kind of walk over to the elevators. Do you all pile in the elevator?
Yeah.
Follow suit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You notice the elevator is pretty small and cramped for a ship that looks pretty large on the exterior. You look down the walls and you don't see much labeling other than one that's labeled CIC.
Alright. Well, let's go there.
You
then.
feel the elevator jolt and rush very quickly downwards, and you're left into another deck. Alrighty. What would you like to do now?
Well, that room that's in the middle is the bridge, yes?
Yes.
Alright. Oh. Hello. Okay. Well, if no one else knows how to fly, I suppose...
Station B is Station B's are piloting stations.
Yeah, I suppose that
Station A sensors only.
I suppose I could give it a try. I seem to recall that flight is a dex ability, so...
You all are
What's
about to have a fun time.
What's D?
D is engineering. These are repairs and stuff.
Which chair looks the most comfortable?
They all don't look particularly comfortable. They're all leaned back and have like heavy padding and stuff to strap into.
Okay. I guess I'll go... I'll go over to this other one here and just, like, start... I'll take off the bag and set it down next to me and start strapping myself in, and then pick up the bag and, like, grapple it to my chest.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's close up our entrance airlock.
Alrighty. The airlock is
And-
closed and locked.
We will ping the harbor master.
Okay.
Hello, harbor master. This is Strard of the DRN Phoebe, requesting clearance for a departure.
Your station is on lockdown. You need authorization from command.
How long will the station be on lockdown?
Until the suspects are found.
It is.
You should know better than I do. You're one of them.
It is of great urgency that we leave. I will contact command. Okay.
Duna Republic Navy Command.
Hello, Duna Republic Navy Command. This is Strard of the DRN Phoebe. We are requesting that we be allowed to pass.
We do not have a Captain Strard for the DRN Phoebe. Please hold your position until we can board.
Okay, holding position. I'll close the comm line. Well, that's awkward. Let's leave. I'll just take off.
Yep.
Alrighty. You all feel kind of a jolt and a shudder, and you watch and you feel the ship kind of reorient and your gravity go up and your arms kind of go up into the air, and then everything kind of comes back down to the floor as the main drive engages and everything falls back down to the floor under the acceleration. How fast do you want to leave?
Just as fast as possible.
Okay. You all feel pressed into your chairs, unable to move otherwise.
Excellent.
Johnny collapses to the floor, having not been in a chair, and standing at the center console.
Yeah, that tracks.
I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is that a D20?
26.
18.
It's a
21.
D20 plus your. Yeah.
All right, you all feel a little queasy, but you're okay. It's not comfortable. You feel like there's a great weight on your chest.
I literally have a great weight on my chest.
Especially you, Kazuko, and you feel your head being pushed backward by your helmet.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
You said you know how to fly?
Well, no. I said I would try to fly. But we're flying, aren't we?
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Okay.
Do you know how to land?
No. It surely couldn't be that hard.
None
DM,
of us
can Kazuko
move,
begin the
right?
process of short resting?
Kazuko...
Kazuko
Not
will
right now.
try either way.
Not right now.
Okay, well I'm trying anyway.
Okay.
Alrighty. You hear over the comm like, Phoebe, this is the DRN Folos. Cease your movement immediately, or you will be fired upon. This is an unauthorized movement. And you hear the ship's internal alarm start going off, and you see a target lock warning coming up on one of your screens.
Do we have countermeasures? Thank you.
You have PTCs and a railgun and torpedoes.
Okay, one of you should go get on the PDCs.
They're all like, what?
Oh,
Would your character know what these are?
no.
Run?
I mean, my character would know what they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Kazuko has no idea what a PDC is.
This is actually a decent time to break real quick, actually, because I need to go. I'll be right back. Sound good to y'all?
Yep.
Sure.
Alright, we will be back at 8:05 or 8:10.
Cool.
I'll be right
Definitely
back.
being reminded of the Brandon trope, which is
Tiny bladder.
cease your movement or be fired upon.
That's just like a thing, you know, right?
It's definitely a Brandon trope now, though.
Yes. Okay, I will go grab a food real quick since we're.
Yeah, this is perfect opportunity to refill my growler.
Yes, retrieve beverage.
It's so hard playing a character that isn't like supposed to be smart.
I know, it's very funny.
I feel weird playing. I'm like, oh, there's so many things I want to do, but I'm like, no, Kazuko doesn't care.
I feel like
Kazuko
you
wouldn't
guys
do
are
this.
seeing a very different side of the Helios Delta world right now. To an extent.
I think so.
He's still making
mean-
the Duna Republic angry, but
Yeah, I was about to say. I think that these are. Yeah, this will be interesting. I've been thinking all the ways that Darien would have been acting differently here, and just trying to. It's been fun to sort of contrast two characters. Though admittedly, in the past like a week, Darien has spent more time on the bridge of a spaceship than he had in the rest of his life, which I think has changed him quite a bit.
who? What?
Now, I was just saying. I think in the past like week of in-session time, Darien has spent more time on a spaceship than he ever had before.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, and not only that, but it's been on a bridge of a spaceship.
Okay, are we all back?
Roll call.
Guten Tag.
Yep.
Okay. You all get hailed again by the Diran Folos. This is the Diran Folos. Please report back into command immediately. You are off course. You see it creep closer on your radar screen.
Quick question, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Can they like just sort of hear us in general, or is
Mm-mm.
Rowan speaking into like a mic when he says stuff to them? Okay, cool.
Jet kind of is sitting at a station with a little console in front of him.
Cool. Jet, where are the ship's guns?
I mean, would I know?
You're flying this thing. I should hope you know.
I mean,
You can make an investigation check.
Sure. I rolled a 19.
yeah, the gunnery stations are going to be not the one that I'm sitting at.
It
And
appears
not
that
the
Station
one in the
B is also the gunnery station.
Oh,
I moved to Station B.
Kazuko and Jet are both on B.
Am I still pressed into my seat, or can I get out now?
That depends on whether he changes his piloting. Are you gonna slow
Trade
down?
I'll trade you if we can.
I'll slow down a little bit if you are all going to switch seats.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
we all know I have the best aim with this group.
stop accelerating.
I will move and resituate myself in a different seat.
I'll strap myself into B. And I see guns? Question mark? Question mark? Is
Yes.
that another investigation check?
You see that little screen above B?
Yep.
That's kind of what you're looking at.
Okay.
So you'll see like a little thing that's in front of the ship. You see kind of a view in front of the ship, which you see the Folos in,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see the like you see a bunch of lights that say torpedo status, railgun status, PDC status, and then you see the same thing, but instead of status, it says lock.
Okay.
There's a set of controls in front of you. They look pretty straightforward. It appears to be some kind of touch screen.
Quick
that just
question.
has
What is PDC?
point defense cannon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So they're for like close range or like shooting down torpedoes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Potentially use them to stop a torpedo.
Awesome.
Your character doesn't know this though.
My character does not know this. What's the sort of order of the buttons on the screen? Is it what I see up here?
Yeah, that's what you see up there.
Railgun, PvP. Awesome. I press torpedo lock-in to see what it does.
You feel
Do
the
we still
ship
hear
kind
an
of.
alarm.
Yeah, you do. As you do that, you see all the lights in the room turn blue on the overhead. The ship kind of spins and reorients itself, and you see the Folos come into view in front of you, and this Idacon turns to torpedo lock Folos.
Oh.
Would you all roll for initiative again, please?
I got a 1.
Okay.
15.
I got a 20. Unnatural.
Dirty.
Okay. And let me do a thing.
I don't have the ship stat block, so.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll be able to get away without it today.
Cool.
Okay. I really like my silent PHs, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like today you're really phoning in for them.
Okay. You get one radio transmission from the Folos. Jet, you hear it come through, and it just says, Folos, you have or Phoebe, you have target locked us. Stand down. What would you like to do?
Are we gonna blow them up?
Depends how fast you drive.
Well, I don't think that I can drive and shoot the torpedoes at them at the same time. Unfortunately.
Drive!
Okay.
The Folos appears to be a much bigger ship than yours.
Yeah, let's perform running away.
Alrighty. So the Phoebe accelerates around Silva and further out, and the Folos drops a little bit further behind in the screen. Kazuko.
Am I up? I'm doing
You
nothing.
are up. Okay. Kazuko stands bewildered at what's going on around him.
I'm seated. I'm seated.
Kazuko sits seemingly bewildered at what the goings on around him.
Hard to read a lot of emotion
Who
through
has
the
the container?
helmet. I have the container.
Okay.
I'm trying to take my short rest.
That makes Johnny. And Jet has the container, or Kazuko does?
Kazuko is the container.
Kazuko. Okay.
Johnny stares at the blinking lights in front of Johnny and does
Alrighty.
nothing.
Does nothing.
Comprehends them. Tries to comprehend them.
Spends a turn figuring out how to use the weapons.
No, Johnny does not press the random buttons, but Johnny is very focused on the buttons.
Johnny already did press the random buttons.
Alrighty. You go away quickly, watching the Folos get smaller behind you, but then suddenly you see on your scopes, Johnny, Johnny and Jet, you see on your scopes a bunch of flashes of purple light from the Pholos.
And this is where we use the PDCs to shoot them.
But Johnny does not know what a PDC is.
The button that says PDC, press it, and then shoot it at the purple things.
Oh, that was in character. Okay. Johnny smashes the PDC button.
Alrighty. You hear kind of a clunk and and you hear like you hear multiple things like spin up on the outside from the vibrations coming from the outside hull of the ship. Excuse me. We'll do some rolling. 1. Nope. 2. Nope. 3. Nope. 4. Yup. Okay. Now I need to roll a thing.
Come back.
You hear kind of, you suddenly start hearing like from outside, and you feel the ship kind of rock as it gets, and you hear like tunk 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 tunk, like hearing gravel on the underside of a car when it's snowy outside on the road. And then suddenly you all hear a very loud high-pitched clang, and the ship like lurches to one side, and the ship takes 12, 13.
Multiply everything by 10
20.
for the ships. The ship takes 130 damage.
The ship takes 34 damage.
Achilles. Right there. Achilles. Huh. Oh, you're not wearing your collar. Yoink.
Alright.
That.
Alrighty, that means it is Jet's turn again.
Okay. Yep. I'm assuming I have the choice between shooting and burning.
Yes.
So I'm going to continue burning.
Okay. You watch as the Pholos drops off your radar and gets smaller and smaller on your scopes behind you as you escape. Epic.
Hello, Achilles. I know. You're very cute.
The alarm goes silent and the lights go back to white.
Epic.
You're now left drifting through space under normal gravity.
Okay.
And you're out of initiative.
Let's set the autopilot to go to the capital city.
Roll a science check.
Oh. Epic. Oh yes.
Autopilot is complicated.
That'll be an 18.
You look around on the thing and you find a destination thing, and you see like a 3D map of the system, and you somehow manage to press the right set of keys that appears to select Aquaria and then select the right city and hit go. You feel everything kind of lurch and spin, and then the gravity comes back to normal after a second as you get adjusted to your new orientation.
Alright. Sick.
Kazuko will get down in a corner and sit down the bag, and you watch as he reaches and he pulls out this cable from it. He kind of whoop, long sort of extension cord like thing, and he looks down at it from and he's like, "Argh," and pulls out another one from their side and kind of squats over and plugs them into his shoes, and then like hoists the bag up onto his back and.
Alright.
How long a ride are we looking at here?
You may all get a short rest. If you
Wow.
so desire. You can also do other things like explore, whatever you want to do.
I will.
You have a couple hours.
As we
I will
are,
happily short rest.
yeah, I will also short rest. As we're
Johnny,
Short-
are you going to short rest, or are you going to do something else?
Johnny is going to short rest.
I'm
What does that do
expending
for me, out of curiosity?
you get health back if you've taken damage.
You roll your hit die, I
Yeah,
believe.
I'm doing hit dice right now.
I
for
get
myself.
Oh, I didn't
spell
lose any
slots.
health. Do I get gambit slots back?
Um.
Mhm.
Well, no.
Mm-mm.
I get
Oh.
I get gambit slots back because of my class. You don't, because you're a bard.
Lit.
I don't know. Maybe you do. Let's look.
I think bards are long rest.
I'm pretty sure bards are long rest as well.
Okay.
Uh,
In that case, actually, I think I am going to explore the ship a little.
as we're short resting, you see me kind of sometime a little ways into the short rest transform back into the old docile looking man.
Cool.
What was your name?
Jet.
Alrighty.
Johnny walks around and looks at all the other stations. What's C and D?
See, you kind of see a panel that's got like computers, cargo hatch, weapons, engines, life support, and it's got a bunch of LEDs. You notice the hull integrity one has turned red.
Mm.
And it has a 366 out of 400 on the display next to it.
And then I walk down to D. What is it?
It appears to have like damage control and assessments of subsystems and such.
Cool. Is there another elevator? Is that what this is?
Which way would you like to go? There are 5 things on the button. There are 5 buttons on the elevator that you can see: A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, D, and E.
I press E.
Okay. You feel the thing drop. And as you get to the bottom, you come out. And you appear to be at the ship's power plant. You see a bright purple light emanating through some what appears to be liquid in a screen. And you can hear a hum and rumble.
I approach and I walk around it.
You see a little access terminal.
Ooh. I go and I stand at it and I look at it.
Alrighty. It says reactor control. Enter reactor control password.
I don't care about the reactor. I move on.
Okay. That appears to be most of what's down here.
Okay. Go back to the elevator. And I press D this time.
Alrighty. This time, you come out in what appears to be a galley. There's tables and sinks and a freezer and
I open the
kitchen
freezer.
area.
What's in the freezer?
You open the freezer. As you walk into the freezer, roll an investigation check.
Hell yeah. 12. Oh wait, do I add anything?
Intelligence?
13.
Plus 1. Okay.
Better than some of us.
Better than Gronk. As you walk in, you notice something seems off about this freezer. There's like chemicals in it. It's not food. There's like different colors and jars and vials of stuff.
Oh
But
dear,
this
I
is
would
a-
love this.
A cafeteria. Ooh, spicy.
You're not really sure what they are or what they're for. Would you like to investigate closer?
No, Johnny's about variety, not depth. So Johnny
Okay.
leaves the freezer and goes, anything else interesting in the room? Or is it just tables?
It's just tables and food and stuff.
Does Johnny take any of the food? Does it look good?
It looks freezer meals.
Johnny is not about that. Johnny goes back to the elevator and presses C.
It brings you back to where you were.
Awesome. B.
Alrighty, you go up another floor. This appears to have things with barracks, a toilet, and storage. Doesn't appear to be much of interest here. There's some Marines' belongings and an arms locker.
Johnny walks to the arms locker.
As you walk in, you see what appears to be like a couple instances of the Dunan Standard Marine kit, but it appears that most of them are gone.
What is the Dune Instigated Marines kit?
At this time in the world, a missile launcher, a knife, a pistol, and armor.
I take the missile launcher, knife, and pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Missile launcher, knife.
A missile launcher is
pistol.
standard issue. Holy crap!
What?
It's like
Holy
a miniature one.
Missile launchers being standard issue.
Do I have stats for these,
I'm
or are
giving
they
you them
in
now.
Cool.
Oh yeah, actually, right before we rest, I'm going to use create food and water to
Thank you.
conjure up a meal.
What does
Jet, where are you
+7 to
from?
hit mean?
Oh, you add it to your score when you're rolling the hit,
Awesome, thank you.
because it's a guided missile launcher.
Jet.
Ooh!
Jet is from Silva.
Are
and
you from
the
Silva?
pistol is like yours.
The pistol's
It's
like
not
mine.
exciting.
Awesome. Lit. 2d8?
Is asking you these questions pointless?
1d10 plus 3.
Somewhat.
Kazuko will stare at you through the metal frying pan. You can see that there are small slits. Like there's like a mesh spot where the eyes are, and just piercing out are two dark, almost blackened looking eyes.
Alrighty.
And Brandon, deck
You're
A
not
is where we came
normal.
in, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I head back to
There's
deck
cargo
C.
and stuff in there.
You're not normal either.
Yes, but I don't. I'll
Are
gesture.
you
at
all
the
going to
food
take
that
your
you just
short
made.
rest now?
Yeah. Just
Alright.
having a weird RP moment.
You,
It's good food. Do you want some?
Don't trust it.
Go hungry, I guess.
I'll bring out from my bag a small freeze-dried meal and just kind of
I'm going
you
to
watch as Kazuko peels off this like layer of blackness kind of underneath and just shoves something in and puts it back on.
I'm going to like very tauntingly summon a very fragrant roast.
Johnny is gonna sit between the two of you and just sort of look back and forth because Johnny walked in the middle of this and does not know what is going on.
Do you
Johnny's
want?
gonna sit, unstrap Johnny's case, open it, and play the elevator music from earlier on the theremin.
Do you want any food, Johnny?
It's very kind of you, Jet. What can you share?
You can have any of it.
Thank you. Johnny takes a small piece of roast and continues playing the theremin.
You'll watch Kazuko will bob the head just a little bit.
Johnny notices.
Oops.
you all eventually get a buzz on the comm a couple hours later. That kind of wakes you
Whenever
up,
the
Jet.
elevator music ends, thank you. It was incredibly effective of you. Were you not? Were you familiar with this song?
I was not.
You have quite the talent.
Thank you, Kazuko. You as well.
Nods my head.
Bond has been formed.
A curious bond. as our most D&D bonds.
Kazuko, I appreciated your advice earlier. I will stick to very traditional methods. Because I have learned that my aim is not reliable, while sheer force is.
Care to practice?
Sure.
Kazuko, you hear this kind of click, and he pulls off from his hip another one of all of the exact same sword and tosses it over to you.
Cool.
And let's see here. I'll put, wait, let's see here. That is a... Let's see here.
I don't know that we actually need to roll.
I don't know that either,
I'm
but
sure that Kazuko is gonna completely kick Johnny's ass.
are we just doing this in the bridge? I think so.
I think so.
Well, Kazuko will happily practice with Johnny for a little bit before whatever that noise is.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else gonna happen before you get to Aquaria?
Nope.
Do we know when we start getting close?
You hear
Look at the map.
on the radio.
A beep on the radio.
Yes.
This is just like
It's asking you where you want to land.
Well, where do we think that our contact is going to be?
Do we know anything about our contact besides our contact's name?
I think we should land as close to a government building as possible.
Okay. As you
I'm
you
gonna
know that
sit
the
down.
capital city has a new shipyard that just opened.
Sick.
There's a couple places around you could land. That's probably that appears to have the most vacancies according to your little computer.
Okay.
As we approach, Kazuko will sit down with the backpack once more, unplug from both of the shoes, retract one of the cables in, leave the other one out, and kind of look at it for a minute, twist something, and plug it into the base of the sword that he was carrying.
Alrighty. Are you all going to land at the harbor?
Jet would know.
Jet.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You kind of feel your course shift, and you kind of feel the ship rotate around its axis, and the gravity come back on. And then a couple minutes later, you feel the room start to get warmer, and everything starts shuddering. Then you feel things getting jostled around. Johnny, make a dexterity save. Since you're just kind of standing there.
Dex save. That's a d20 plus my modifier.
Yes, I believe so.
Fuck.
Does the bard
Control
have
an output.
dex
That's a nat
save?
one.
Well, okay. I guess it doesn't matter.
We hit the ship keeps rumbling and hits a particularly big bump as it's dropping through the atmosphere, and Johnny goes splayed out across the table.
Yeah.
For
Johnny's
future
a
reference,
smooth,
you might
smooth
want
bard.
to use a seatbelt next time.
Johnny's too cool for seatbelts. Johnny also has poor
on.
memory.
Puts on sunglasses.
Alrighty. You all kind of feel the rumbling stop, and the gravity feels a lot higher now. And then you start feeling, you hear kind of a chunk and the thud, and you stop moving.
I will unstrap myself, head over to the lift that we came in from. So that'll be this one.
Alrighty.
I'll follow.
On the buttons, there's only 2 buttons in here, right? It's
There's 5
GIS.
buttons.
there's 5. Well, there's 5 buttons in the other one. I thought this one only had less.
The only one of them was labeled.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at all the other 4 buttons.
Say A, B, C, D, E.
What floor do we start on, guys?
Okay.
We started on deck A.
I'll push the A button.
Alrighty, you all feel the elevator bump and move up. And then you all end up on the top level A. As you walk out, you notice that there's, pallets of cargo there. It
Can I
appears
roll
to
an
be...
investigation check on the cargo?
Yes.
I got an 8.
Well, you don't really know what it is. It appears to be in boxes. All you can get is what appears to be like a shipping label.
Cool.
Excuse me. I don't know. Does the party know this, or are you just reading this silently to yourself?
Johnny mutters aloud when Johnny reads. So Johnny is not making any effort to inform the party, but depending on their passive perception, they might know this.
Alrighty.
Johnny is not very intelligent.
Kazuko is crap at investigation, but has really good passive perception, so... Probably
excuse
noticed.
me one moment.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
Kazuko cannot find things, but Kazuko can certainly see and hear. I realize in retrospect making this character with perception proficiency was a waste because I'm playing with Brandon, but...
Yeah. I may have rolled very incredibly epically for this character, and have what is known as 3 11s.
That's so garbage.
I mean, because hyperlanes do be like that sometimes, I also have 2 20s, but like, I'm good at dex and charisma and nothing else.
Okay, I think I have better stats than you then.
Yeah, because
Ooh.
you can get lots of stats from the hyperlanes.
You don't know what the cargo is, but because it's all in secured boxes. But it appears that this ship was transporting some kind of goods.
Door open, like, as quickly as possible. Kazuko is definitely in a bit of a hurry to get the door open. Get out.
Yeah. Okay. Just follow Kazuko.
He wants to leave.
Yep.
You all walk out, and there's a staircase set up for you down the ground level. It's a long staircase. It's like one of those airplane things I would imagine like 3 times as tall.
Excellent. We will walk down proudly.
Alrighty. As you reach the bottom,
How long has it been, by the way? Since
been about 6-8 hours. It hasn't been super long. You were able to take a short rest. But Sylva's pretty close to Aquaria. It's not a moon, but it's like close,
Okay, epic. So I still
Because
have.
we're
my
glossing
X.
over the orbital mechanics part of this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a masochist. What else?
Okay. As we descend the staircase, we look forward and we see one massive building.
Yes, it appears to be newly completed. It appears to have like hotel rooms and stuff. You see other landing pads. It appears to be on the water. It's kind of overlooking the ocean.
So do we come down and there is a building and then there is ocean, or there is us ocean building? Like, what's the...
You guys are between the ocean and the building.
We are between
It's
the ocean. And
Like the ocean, and then like a little wharf, and then the landing pads. There's ships taking off on landing. And then there's like the hotel area, and then you see the city skyline in the background. Someone runs up to you and hands you a piece of... Someone, like, clad in, like, dark clothing runs up and gives you a piece of paper and then sprints away as quickly as possible. Like an index card. It has the same logo on it. And it just says... Bazaar, and then it gives you a location of what appears to be a bar.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you, Lachlan.
Thank you, Lachlan.
Wait. There we go. I've improved it.
Alright, well, that seems like where we're supposed to be going.
When that person hits, is there any identifying symbols on the person who comes by?
Nope.
They're just dressed in black.
Dressed in black. They have a hood over their face.
Okay.
Cool.
Who gets the note?
Kazuko. As Kazuko is reading the note, you see from above things falling out of the sky.
What sorts of things?
And you hear giant sonic booms as they pass over your head.
Oh.
And then you hear like thuds in the distance.
Yeah,
And then you feel a shock.
We're going
Let's
to the
get going.
We're going to the Rowdy Snail Lounge. We're going fast. Cause do you have any idea how to get there, guys?
Mm,
None of you have been to Aquaria before.
Is there anyone nearby?
There's like no one nearby. Everyone's inside.
I think this is just a... Let's just look. I'm sure it can't be
Yeah.
that hard to find.
You can. Alrighty. What would you like to do next then?
We're gonna go look for the bar.
It's a massive city. I think we're gonna go into that big building right in front of us and find someone to ask. That will be way faster.
Kazuko, is that what you plan to do?
Kazuko is going to start walking towards the building. Quickly.
Kazuko. Alright, as Kazuko enters the building, it appears to be a lobby. It appears to be mostly empty. Jet, do you still look like the Dunan Marine?
No.
No. Okay. Kazuko, as you walk in, there appears to be a clerk. They appear to be old and tired. They're like,
They see me.
you see, and they're like, don't you just wish this damn war was over? I wish I didn't have to live with this every day anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm on a bit of an important point on that, actually. This war is some bullshit. I need directions to the Loudy Snail Lounge. Wonder if you could help me out, and I'll... Quickly?
Yeah, it's just take 2 lefts and then go down this street for like 8 blocks and then take a right, and it's going to be on your left after that. It's not
Kazuko-
far. You should be able to get there in a few
Kazuko reaches out into his bag, pulls out a little piece of paper, like... Could you say that again? And copies it down.
minutes. And he says,
Yeah, yep. Alright, copy it down on the piece of paper. Alright, we're following this.
I said.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Oh.
And Kazuko will hold the piece of paper like it is his life, and
Forward.
follow the
Alrighty.
directions.
You walk down the streets, the pavement is cracked, and in some places there's holes. You look around buildings, and some of them appear to be empty husks of what they once were before. Like about every 5th building or so appears to have major structural damage. It looks like a war zone, because it kind of is.
Can't believe they did this.
Johnny looks around in shock, and says, I spend most of my time on the stations. I didn't know it was this bad down here.
Well,
It's
let's
been like
get
this.
going.
It's just been getting worse and worse. I didn't even... I've lost a few people. We've lost good people.
Alrighty. As you're walking, you see the sign kind of somehow still in business as of right now. It appears to be one of the few places that's open. It's kind of a staircase down into like a sub-basement level on the street. It's like a narrow side pedestrian street, maybe almost like an alley. As you're walking along, a little drone whizzes over your head and stops over your head, and then zips away.
Over Kazuko's head?
Over the party's heads, and then zips away and goes around a corner.
Because Kazuko has a particular head.
A reflective head. Brandon thought his forehead was glossy. You've not seen anything.
Would you like to enter the bar?
What does the door look like?
It's like a dive bar. It's not great.
Open up the door. Keep the chest puffed up.
There's not much going on. There's like a few customers in the bar, maybe one or two, and a couple, mostly Nautilans. There's a Nautilin bartender kind of sitting at the bar, mixing a drink for someone.
Kazuko is gonna walk over and sit, maybe 2 stools in between this person and themselves.
Alrighty.
Kind of turn to look at the barkeep.
You all gonna sit down as well?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Bartender kind of asks, What are you having?
What language is the barkeep speaking?
Nautilin.
Nautilin. Okay.
So everyone except Johnny understands.
Johnny don't know Nautilin.
Go for him. You know what you could do me? You could do me an Ozar. Have one of those here.
Bartender kind of stops and looks at you, and then beckons you all to follow them. The bartender leads you through the door in the back, and then down another set of stairs into a dark, dingy room. And then he says, "Sit right here and don't move." And you look around, and it's like it's a old storage room. There's like bottles and stuff on the wall. Not much is there. The bartender kind of flips on a light and then shuts and locks the door behind them as they walk out. About
Johnny
5.
stands up and paces around the room. Johnny does not like this.
Who looks over at John? You don't want them to come in and see you like this.
Johnny doesn't sit down again, but stops pacing.
You kind of sit there for 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then suddenly the door opens again, and in walks a young Nautilin. You wanted to see Ozar. Well, I'm here. What is it that you brought me down here for? This better be important.
Yes, better be important. Can you verify that you are Ozar?
Sure thing. Pulls up a Duna Republic Navy warrant for the arrest of Natasha Ozar on their communicator and presents it to you. See, this is me. Leader.
I just saw this dude right next to me transform into somebody else. I really hope I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. I'm sorry.
He's who he says
Oh.
he is.
I don't have any more than that. Sorry, we don't have that kind of resources right now.
That's how we know it's you. Excellent. I will reach into the bag and kind of whoop up over the top. A little vial, or the cylindrical object.
Alrighty.
I'll hold it.
Oh my God, you did it, Commander Ozar said. This could change things. This could change things forever.
I really
She
hope
grabs
it
it.
does. Yeah.
And
hand it
then
out.
suddenly upstairs, you hear the door slam open, and you hear heavy footsteps.
Run.
Yeah,
Ozar,
run.
and Ozar,
You
Ozar-
run forward. She runs away.
Ozar runs to the door, runs through it, and shuts it and locks it behind her, going a different direction.
I want to run. I'm going to run head on towards where I hear the noise coming from. Back up the way we came.
Hell, I'm following Kazuko.
Alrighty.
Drawing the blade as I go, and you watch as this time when Kazuko pulls it out, it is like vibrating in his hands.
You all come up into the front of the. You all come up into the front of the bar. All of the contents of all of the like patrons of the bar and the bartender up against the wall with their hands behind their heads. There's about 15 Dunan Marines standing at the front of the room, and when they see you come up, they throw something at your direction.
I will bow out of the way.
Can we get a schmapping for this?
Yes. One moment. I'm just gonna do it on the Phoebe one.
Okay.
As the thing goes off, I'm gonna need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Oh, I'm good at these.
I didn't follow them.
15.
Well,
15.
All of you that followed them. Alrighty.
I guess I'll
That
slowly
saves.
start walking up.
That saves. And you all cover your eyes as you see a bright flash of white light.
Oh, Brandon, I have goggles that give me advantage on attack rolls that would result in blinding
Oh, good.
as
Those
as
are
part of
kinda-
my So you say this is a save?
This is a
So,
save.
so I flip them over my eyes, and that's a save.
Alrighty.
For future.
The other one of you, what's your name? Kazuko. You cover your eyes.
Just chink a little metal plate down.
Oh, am I there now?
Jet, are you up top?
Sure,
He's
I
taking
guess
his
I'll
time. He'll be there in a
yeah.
couple rounds.
Okay.
be there in a sec.
Excuse me. The blue things are Marines.
Cool.
Oh boy. Where are the patrons?
They are all. I'm getting there.
Yeah. Okay.
They're all like right here.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
Is each little square box
Table.
a foot?
It's a table.
Oh, each little box is 5 feet.
Yeah. Each.
5
Oh yeah.
feet. Oh, okay.
So when your
Yeah.
speed is 30, you can move 6 boxes in your turn. That's how the
Okay.
math.
This is not super to scale. This is me being like, oh yes, I have 5 seconds to draw a map.
So I can move 6 units.
All the Marines stop when they see you come up and look at you, and they all draw their weapons and pull and stand there. They say freeze. And
Is
from
this
the
an
back-
initiative?
From the back, you hear someone says, "Stand down," and the Marines lower their weapons. Now from behind comes someone in not like Marine garb, but like military scientist garb. And they're like, "If you come with me, there will be no harm done.
Am I here at this
I'm
point?
looking for something."
Kazuko continues holding the blade that's kind of quivering in his hands. Looks. What is it you
Johnny.
seek?
The one that is traveling with you.
Turn over and look to Johnny.
Turns and looks at Kazuko.
Am I there yet?
You are there. The one. Jet
Turn
kind
to
of
look at
steps
Jet.
behind them,
Oh,
and
this-
the scientist turns and looks at Jet, and raises their eyebrows.
Well, this is special. What is it that they want?
Labs.
And
I'm in
the scientist
favor.
points at Jet. "You come with me."
Me?
Are we gonna have to do this the long way?
I'm not going anywhere with you. But why? What do you even want with me? I'm not special.
You have knowledge that I need.
Knowledge of what?
The universe.
Unlikely.
Can I
Kazuko.
head over to? We'll wait.
Okay. The scientist steps forward. I mean you no harm. I promise. I simply have some questions for you.
Well, shoot.
Not here.
I don't really feel like leaving, so yes, here.
Well, then it seems we are at an impasse. The Marines all raise their weapons at you again.
I'm going to highly recommend that you don't do that.
While this is going on, can I make my way over to the patrons?
Kazuko starts taking a step, and then all the Marines suddenly point their weapons at him instead.
I will keep going.
The scientist doesn't seem concerned with Kazuko.
Excellent.
The Marines all start taking slight steps forward towards Jet and Johnny.
And Johnny sort of skirt around the table.
I will clasp my hands and look at them.
Alrighty.
Is this the path that you have chosen?
It doesn't have to be.
Well, you could leave me be, and this could all be avoided. Or you could not.
The Marines kind of stop and look back at the scientist. Suddenly, Kazuko, you, as you're stepping, you feel something poking you in, like, the side of your armor.
Right, I'll look down and self-assessment here.
It appears during Ozar's departure, she managed to sneak 90,000 credits worth of. She appeared to sneak a tab of 90,000 credits into your armor without you noticing.
Holy
Stealthily.
crap! I'll realize that I'll just kind of get back in and keep walking.
Alrighty.
Like,
What would you have now reached the patrons? What would you like to do?
are they being held at gunpoint?
No. There's just one Marine standing there.
Are they free to go?
The scientist says yes.
You all might want to leave.
They all sprint for the door.
Yeah, fucking good.
They're gone.
Excellent.
Then
These all appear
suddenly
to
you
be
hear.
Dunan soldiers.
You're not really sure.
Scientists
They
have
appear to
anything
be
find?
Dunan,
To find?
but they have different colors on them. Instead of
Yeah.
being the normal gray and brown from Duna, or green and brown from Duna, they're blue. Like navy blue.
And Kazuko wouldn't recognize. Yeah, he doesn't know what any of that means. Okay.
Is it time for a bully?
I'll try and make eye contact with Johnny from across. Just kind of maintain eye.
nod.
So, are you all going to be leaving then?
Hell no. Seems like this is where the action is.
I was more referring to non-Marine Corps.
The
is
scientist
not
throws
very
what appears
smart.
to be a grenade towards Jet.
Is this a roll initiative moment?
Oh, please roll for initiative.
20.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
13.
I'm
As-
gonna be treating the Marines as one unit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I roll one fucking ridiculous for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
As I see the grenade, or the
Can
person
you tell me what your
lined up
rolls
with-
were, please?
20.
20.
I got a 24. As I see the grenade being wound up, I'm going to use my
13, by the way.
reaction, and I'm going to. It appears that my shape has become hazier.
The scientist gasps, "You are the one I seek."
Probably not.
Are you doing anything with the grenade?
I mean, actually, yeah. Let's well, I mean, can I just like get out of the way?
Yay. Roll a dex saving throw. How about that?
That works. Okay, well, that'll be a nat 20 plus 5.
Oh, okay. I
Epic.
see.
Oh. Yeah.
You go, and the grenade explodes, but it doesn't appear to be a grenade. Instead, things like start seeping out through the sides like tendrils, and they're looking for something. How far away did you move, Jet?
Like 15 feet.
You're stepping away as it looks for the nearest thing to grab, and instead of grabbing Jet, it actually grabs the nearest Marine and then encases it into what appears to be some kind of pod, and the Marine just kind of goes unconscious.
See, now that was not very nice. And I am going to transfer Hex onto the scientist and cast Summon Greater Demon.
Jesus Christ.
0 to 100 real quick.
You all won't see anything, actually. But I think that the Dunan Marines are going to have a bad time. Yep. Yeah, I'll summon the thing that I sent you earlier, Brandon.
Yeah, okay. That can just roll with your turn.
Wait, so do we see
Okay.
anything?
You don't see anything,
No.
but the
Okay.
guards all suddenly go wide-eyed. The Marines all suddenly go wide-eyed, and the scientist is now Hex.
Yup. Last chance. You could leave now.
The scientist instead motions to the Marines, and they all start retreating. The scientist leaves, and then suddenly all the Marines file out the door slowly, as they slowly back away, feeling rather intimidated by the demon's presence.
What happened?
They came unprepared.
What would you all like to do now?
Hey, How much money did you all want from this job?
I believe our fee was 30,000.
Yeah.
Chink kind of pull something out from my armor and kind of walk over. And hold it out in my hand. Like,
Where did that come from?
seems that our friend Miss Ozar is talented.
Seems
Impressive sleight
so.
of hand.
Alright.
That was peculiar.
Very odd.
It most certainly was.
Well, Mr. Jet, I hope I never see you again.
yeah.
You all kind of.
It was good meeting you.
Alrighty. Is this where you go your separate ways?
What are you gonna
think
do
it
with the money, Johnny?
Well, you know, my theremin is pretty nifty, and I think I would like to make it even niftier.
Theremin.
My theremin. My
It's the
instrument.
instrument.
That's called a theremin?
It's yeah.
I'm gonna
Hold on a
I'm
sec.
gonna go
Kazuko doesn't know crap. I, as Lachlan, I think know.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
go walk back off into the basement area where Ozar was.
Cool. I am explaining to Kazuko how I am very sad and disappointed I did not get to showcase the full extent of my talents with the theremin in this encounter, and that I hope to add further improvements to it, making it more useful in future.
Useful as a means of solving arguments by force?
You could say that. You know, one can manipulate the workings of a theremin such that it produces waves of force. And deal, oh, I don't know, 1d8 concussion damage?
Fuck. So kind of... That
And
sounds...
At present, my
That sounds
theremin,
very complicated.
yes, as you say, traditional methods, they work every time. But I've found my theremin to be quite effective. As of yet, it is only useful as a range of force. But I would like to direct further research into directing this force along a specific path. And I think I now have the funds to make those improvements.
Oh. I have an idea. I've got some money too, and I think that this city is going to need all the help it can get. How would... And there's going to be a lot of people who are left missing something. Missing their parents, missing their families, missing their friends, missing their money, their houses. I think people are going to need help this time. Perhaps you would consider putting that on hold. I, for one, think this is a great opportunity to start a house of care.
What would that entail?
Got a city to save.
Sure do.
I still want to go find Miss Ozar.
So Ozar is gone.
I'm gonna try to look for them.
Alrighty. You kind of walk down into the basement. You walk through the door into the room you were. There's another locked door on the far side. It's the one that Ozar escaped from.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not gonna be locked for very much longer.
Alrighty. Would you like to unlock the door?
I mean,
Or otherwise open the
I
door.
was gonna say, I'll just stand back and blow it the fuck up.
Okay. The door explodes into tiny splinters of wood. Would you like to explain how you're going to blow the door up, please?
I have a rocket launcher.
Yes. Okay, fair enough. You walk along what appears to be a long, unlit hallway, and then there's a ladder going up.
Well, let's go up the ladder.
Alrighty. You go up the ladder, and there's a hatch. It appears that it pushes up into something. It's kind of a wooden hatch.
Okay. Can kind of push it open a little bit and peek out.
As you peek out, it appears to be like some back alley of where you were before. It's not that far away, but it's outside now. You don't see anyone either way.
Okay. Is there any indication? Like, can I roll a tracking roll to try to figure out where the person went?
Sure.
Epic. Okay, that will be a 22. Oh wait, no, 21.
You see fresh footprints in some mud going to your left.
All right, let's go follow them.
Alrighty. As you follow those footprints, it brings you into a little street corner and then out onto what appeared to be, at least at one point, a big main street. There's rubble piles, cracked pavement, weeds growing up through the corners everywhere. There's like maybe 2 vehicles and just a couple people. There's not much here.
Is there
Then
still...
suddenly, from above, you hear a whizzing of a large drone above your position.
What's... Can I look at the drone? What's the deal with these drones?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh boy, my favorite stat. That'll be a 10.
It looks like it has a couple propellers, and it's just kind of hovering, kind of scanning the street. It appears to be some kind of scanner drone.
Okay.
Not really sure what for.
I'll just ignore it and keep trying to follow the trail.
Alrighty. The trail kind of... You don't really know where it goes from here. But it appeared that they turned right onto the main street. And the mud stops and you see little tracks going to the right, and then they kind of stop after about 50 feet. As you walk along... Are you walking along?
Yeah.
As you walk along, the drone kind of flies past you. And then you see a little camera sensor on the side swivel towards you. And then it darts over to your position. I'm going to have you make a dex saving throw, please.
Yay, more of those. That will be an 18.
Alrighty. The drone kind of swoops down and looks at you right in the face. It almost hits you in the face, but you manage to step out of the way. You see it, and then a red light comes out for it, and it goes across your face. And then it raises up again and goes away. Flies away rapidly.
Whatever. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna keep going this way.
What's your passive perception?
10.
Okay.
Just keep going this way.
There is no one on this street. You keep walking for several hundred feet, and you don't see anything. And then eventually you see what appears to be like an open door. And you see like open doors into vacant apartments, but one door appears to be swinging. You're not really sure why it's doing that. It appears to maybe be in the wind, but it's open, which is a change. All the others are shut and locked tight.
Just peek my head in.
Doesn't appear to be anything in there.
Okay. Well, I don't know. We can just keep going and see.
Alrighty. You walk through the door, and it appears to be like a foyer. There's a couple other places and a staircase going downwards with a doorway at the bottom.
Ah, very cool. Okay. Let's go down and see what's up with the door.
Alrighty. The door opens freely. Would you like to enter?
Sure.
You step through, and as soon as you do, something gets pulled over your head, and everything goes black. And then I'm gonna have you make a con saving throw. Like immediately as you go through the door, something is behind you.
Okay.
And there's
19.
Okay. It takes you a while, and you're struggling. You can't see anything. There appears to be something forcefully trying to restrain you from behind.
One moment.
And there's something in the thing that's trying to make you fall asleep.
One
So you're feeling a bit sleepy.
I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement.
Okay.
And not being held anymore.
The person from behind you kind of wriggle out of their thing, but there's definitely more than one person.
Hey,
As
how
they
about
get you trapped into the corner of a room?
how about stop?
They don't hear you. And so would you like to roll an attack? We'll just say your initiative is first for this one.
Oh, am I attacking?
If you'd like, you can. You're blinded. Like you
Oh.
can't see anything. It's pitch black. You don't know where they are, so you'd be attacking, just flailing. But you have the option. You just can't see anything.
I mean, no, I don't think I will attack. What I
Okay.
will do, is I am going to actually, I'm going to, I'm going to use my class feature called Bottled Respite.
Oh, hey, I played that subclass.
Yeah. Except now it actually exists. And I disappear and a ring falls, clatters to the ground.
A ring clatters to the ground.
Yeah.
Are you still there?
I'm inside of the ring and I can like see what and hear what's going on, but like, you know.
Get the ring! Get the ring! You hear them, and they grab the ring off the floor, and they grab what appears to be some kind of sealed container, and they drop the ring in, and shut it.
Do I see who they are?
You see one person in a lab coat, and another person, like not like a marine, but like they're dressed dark. It's very dark. It's hard to see,
Okay.
but they appear to be working with the person in the lab coat. And then the lid gets put on, and you can't see anything anymore.
Well,
You're stuck inside a sealed chamber.
now it's no fun time for them. I will come out of the ring.
Okay.
I mean,
DM gets to decide how that happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think what will either happen is that the container I'm in will fucking explode, or I will just appear next to it.
As they walk along, the container there, as they walk back up the stairs, the container they're in just explodes. And they're like, impossible!
Yeah, well, that's a
And
shame.
one of them gets what looks like a dart gun out.
Hmm. Okay. I will transfer Hex to that person and, stab them with an energy sword.
They roll to hit, please.
Okay, so that will be a 16 and a 20.
Wait, what? Oh, you're going for both of them.
Yeah, I hit twice when I hit.
The person in black gets hit, and the person with the lab kit manages to step aside and still holding the dart gun at you from behind the cover of the person in black now.
Hmm.
Roll for damage, please.
Oh, I'm also going to use, the cantrip Great Flame Blade, I think it's called. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Green Flame Blade.
That one, I think. I don't know. I named it something else because I'm annoying. Let's see. Do both of my attacks hit?
One of them does. The other one does not. The scientist did not, the one that's holding the dart gun.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, Kuzuko is probably attempting to relay to Johnny his magnificent plans to basically start an orphanage.
Johnny is smiling and nodding and wondering how this translates to
The scientist.
furthering Johnny's own goals of research into the application of music as a deadly force.
Well, you see, there are lots of young potential minds that might be able to assist you. Have you ever been to? Well, I don't know. I was never in school, but lots of possibilities. Lots of other
Lab
people.
assistants.
Exactly. Not only that, they will be willing assistants because they've got nothing better.
You make some very good points. Now, where does one acquire orphans?
Acquiring orphans is not going to be a problem once this is all over. I hate to break it to you, but
Wonderful.
Uh-huh.
So now we need a lab. You know, that's not the direction I thought my character was gonna go.
Jet, the scientist says to you, look, if you just hear our business proposition, this is a different scientist, by the way. Look, if you just hear our business proposition, if you just hear my boss's business proposition out, I mean, we won't have to do this. It's not that hard. Come on.
Okay.
You'll even get paid.
Stop trying to poke me with things. And the person who I hit is going to take 27 points of cold damage. By the way, you might not want to move if they don't immediately fall dead.
They immediately fall dead.
Okay.
We will pay you 10,000 credits to come with us right now. We promise you'll be released. We promise you will have freedoms. We need to discover some things. You hold the key to something.
How about, instead of trying to kidnap me, I'll go and see what's up, and then if I don't like it, then I'm gonna leave.
Okay. The location is top secret, so you're not allowed to see until we get there.
I disagree.
Okay. And the scientist kind of looks down and is like, let me call my boss.
Yeah, you're gonna put away the pokey. Put it away.
And he puts the syringe, and he's like, yeah, the The subject is here. No, I don't have him in custody. He says he'll come. No, he killed him. No. He says he'll come if you show him where he's going. And yeah. Okay. And looks back at you and he's like, I think we can strike a deal.
Okay.
But it involves going off planet.
Why?
We would end there if you said yes.
No, I don't want to go off planet.
Johnny and Kazuko.
I
Are you
think
having a
we're wandering down the street, and maybe we
Okay.
see someone in a lab coat, and we're like, aha, a scientist!
Okay.
And we
The scientist
accost them. I don't know.
says back to Jet. All of your expenses will be paid, your food will be paid for, and we can drop you off wherever in the system you like with 50,000 credits when you're done.
Yeah, see, I don't really trust you, and I think that if I get on a ship with you, that would maybe not be the greatest idea.
What would it take to gain my trust?
Well, I don't know. I have the strangest feeling that, it's gonna take a bit, because, you've now tried to kidnap me thrice.
Fair.
Not a huge fan.
Fair.
How about we get out of this tiny hallway? Because...
Alrighty. The scientist kind of shudders and says, "Oh, alright," and he kind of leads you back out to the street.
Who are you, by the way? What interest do you have?
My name is Dr. Jones.
I care not for your name.
You asked who I am, however.
Yeah, but who do you represent?
I'm with a private biotechnology company.
Yeah.
We are seeking to look for a new solution to biological diseases that affect our species, humans. And we believe that your kind may be the solution to that, but you are the only one we have been able to find.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm not super interested. I kind of enjoy not being trapped in a lab for the rest of my life.
I see. Well then, can I at least take a blood sample from you before I leave? I'll pay you 10,000 credits.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Okay. You,
As long as it means that I
Takes
get
out a
left
syringe.
alone.
He takes out a syringe and draws some blood and says, "Thank you for your time." Hands you cash, and then walks away.
Ah, yes, cash.
I think that what's most important really is that we find somewhere that people will be able to stay safe. Hopefully somewhere near a source of food, maybe next to the water. We can always get a lab set up. And it looks like there's a lot of unattended to equipment that will be easy for us to acquire.
Ah, yes. I enjoy acquiring equipment.
Kazuka and Johnny, you're out in the street, and you see Jet and the scientist is walking towards you all and walks past you, all on their communicator. Jet, you hear as they're walking away, yes, doctor, yes, I have a sample. Hopefully this will be enough. If not, we may have to find this subject again. Yes, I understand it will be difficult.
Question?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this question or not. Does this have anything to do with... Well, I think it has something to maybe do with...
I don't know.
Okay!
You could roll an investigation check for something.
Oh,
If you're
Kazuko
really
doesn't know
curious.
jack shit. No, not Kazuko. Mia's
No,
Lachlan.
no. I mean, like, as to who they are. If you as Lachlan wants an answer.
I as Lachlan want an answer. What's my investigation bonus, Brandon?
I don't know. What's your investigation bonus?
How intelligent do we think I am? I always get, when I take these D&D tests, I always get Monk and Druid, neither of which are known for their intelligence. So, I'll give myself a +1. Let's see, that's a natural 8. With
Lachlan,
whatever you
through
think
his-
Lachlan's
Lachlan,
investigation
through-
bonus is.
Lachlan, through his marionette little eyes in his puppet, sees a logo on their lab coats as they walk by.
Marionette eyes, oh my gosh! I'm only a little creeped out.
A ship actually comes out of the sky, and you feel like rocketing, and you feel like a dim rumble as they land.
Is this
And
the
grab the
arrow with the
scientist.
dash through it?
The scientist steps into the dropship, and it lifts back off the ground. As you all look at the dropship, you see that it has a private. It appears to belong to a private company, not Dunin or Aquarian. It appears to have a logo on the side, which appears to just be a stylized ARC. The ship blasts off.
Oh
and you
my
don't see it
gosh!
again. And we're going to end there.
Oh my gosh. Alright,
Cool.
Kazuko
That was
wants to
fun.
start an orphanage. DM, there better be an orphanage in in Silva now.
And you better have weaponized sound waves
Okay.
developed with questionable labor
I know this
practices.
is a one shot, but can we do stars and wishes since this is now canon?
Oh my god, this is no can. Oh gosh.
Rowan, I'm very mad that I didn't get to use my death theremin because you summoned a fucking greater demon first.
Yeah.
That was a pro gamer move.
That was awesome, though.
I am glad that fight did not take place because this Kazuko character is not good at fighting 20 people at once.
I don't think that there would have been too much of an issue.
Rowan, what is your star for scuffed one shot?
Let's see.
For reference, Julia, do you know what stars and wishes is?
No, I don't.
It's just like one thing you liked and one thing you wish could have been better about the session at the end of every session. So we do the stars first and then the session.
This is something that I have been doing in my sessions for a long time.
Rowan, star.
I enjoyed potential world building for the other campaign. I mean, obviously, I also enjoyed getting to actually shoot things, but you know.
I'm gonna write that down.
Let's see.
Shooting stuff. Lachlan.
Okay,
Star.
I have never played an RPG before with Julia, so I greatly enjoyed just having a new personality at the table. Is always a lot of fun. And so I'm a little bit sad that I didn't get to poke and prod more out of you, but that's okay. I like my people like I like my... What's something
Just
that is
stop
good to have a
talking.
variety of? Yep.
Julia, your star.
A star. Well, I haven't played an RPG in... God, it's been like at least 4 years at this point. So,
And then now you get a scuffed one.
no,
The
this is fun.
sketchiest thing ever.
And like, I also haven't spoken to any of you guys in like a long time. So that was fun. It was fun playing D&D with you guys and like seeing you. I wish I'd kind of figured out my character. You know, like I didn't
Yeah,
really
that's
feel
the problem with one shots.
until at least partway through the ship scene.
Mhm.
And maybe if I'd had more time to like work on Johnny ahead of time, that would have helped.
You mean you didn't like it when I text? You mean it would have been better if I didn't text you at 3 p.m. for a 7
Yeah,
p.m.
and like
game?
I wasn't trying to figure out the game
Let's see,
mechanics
when did
And
it
you've
open?
never
character at
played
the
D&D
same
5e
time.
before?
Let's take. Well, not
Uh,
only that, but this is not even normal D&D. This is like the sketchiest D&D because we're running it in
Yeah.
sci-fi setting.
Not gonna lie, for someone who's barely played RPGs and like doesn't know D&D 5e and like doesn't know hyperlanes, that was pretty darn good whipping up a character in like
Yeah.
3 hours.
yeah, no, it's
Consider.
fun.
Yeah, well, I just checked Brandon and I's DMs, and yeah, Brandon initially messaged me at 2:40 that
Yeah,
we were
that's
like,
about
"Hey,
when
I
I
could
got
do
the
this."
message.
Oh man.
So
I
my
didn't
star
start
goes to
working on
Julia
it until, like,
for
4.
improvising and being fun to play with. Julia, did I get, what was your star?
My star?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, just hanging out.
just hanging out with you guys in general. I like the
Sudden-
combat stuff. I would enjoy more combat.
Okay.
I definitely.
Need to redeem my shitty rolls.
Well, if you want to join a regular session at some point, I will let you know.
See, I would love to.
It's just
The
scheduling.
problem is I'm going back to Massachusetts sometime in the next month or so.
Right, and 7 to 10 p.m. It is not nice when it's
Yeah.
Eastern time.
So if you have options like in January,
Or just
I would-
earlier in the day.
yeah. Although I don't know what my
We'll
class.
probably do more one-shots. I want to do a
schedule.
Christmas special one-shot.
I would love to keep doing one shots with you guys. That would be fun.
I want to do a holiday special, because I think it would be funny. Like just normal
I-
5e.
I definitely want to. This is super not relevant to anything else, but I have a character that I played in a one-shot that Rowan ran called Tiara, who I really want to play more of, really badly, because she was like hilarious.
I have like a holiday
So-
special gauntlet thing planned where it's a one-shot and it's just called the 12 days of Tiamat Miss.
Oh, for the love of God!
Oh,
Thank
Brandon.
you.
And I really want to do it because I think you all would very much enjoy it, and I think it'd be very funny to do.
Yeah.
That's like a 5 or 6 hour one shot though, so it'd probably be a 2-shot on
No.
like a
A
weekend.
short. You could just call it a short.
A short.
Yeah.
I have a plan. This is the first you all have heard of my plan, but it's going to be hilarious and evil, and lots of player death is going to occur, and it's going to be hilarious.
Hey, nobody died
Is
today. Nobody.
No one died.
Mm-hmm.
That's because Rowan summoned a demon.
I still think that no one would have died.
There were 15 Marines. If they focus fire, one of you might have just like up and died.
Wrong.
Me
Okay,
and my
wishes.
armor class of 14 are very glad that they
There's
did
a
not
decent chance
focus
Julia
fire.
would have just up and died
I
during
would
that
up
encounter.
Yeah.
Die.
Unfortunately, nothing of my class is very good at like supporting,
Hmm.
which is a little unlucky. But
Rowan, what were you?
Sounds.
a warlock,
Okay.
except using what is known as a certified balance moment of Pact of the Blade plus Hyperlane's weapons.
Yeah. I told him he could do basically whatever he wanted, and he did. And it was
I I didn't even tell Brandon what class I was playing.
I mean, neither did I, really.
Rowan's psychic demon that no one else can see.
Yeah. He said, I did ask him about the demon, and he was like, I don't know how to justify that, so maybe it can be like a mind monster, and it just does psychic damage instead.
Wasn't interesting for me. I've never actually. I don't know. That was a weird character concept for me. I don't normally end up playing marshals.
It was good though. Like, yeah.
What was
I
the
feel like-
AC? What was the AC of the guards that we were fighting, by the way?
18, I think.
Okay. I was gonna
I don't
say,
know. I kind of made it up.
AC 18 is. I was like, that's a lot of AC when I kept like missing hits. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I realized that, which is why I adjusted the later ones.
The DM has access to all the dials.
It's like,
Well,
yeah.
especially today, this one shot was so scuffed that most of those encounter stat blocks were in here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I do that more than I should for Icon. I'll just like make up a monster, be like, great, this is what we're playing with now.
When Rowan rolled a 24, what happened with the Marines is when Rowan rolled a 24 for his first hit and is like, does that hit? I was like, okay, yes.
And then you're like
Oh.
calibrating the AC as the
Lack,
encounter
can I
goes
get a
on.
wish?
Let's see. I mean, I'll be honest, I totally would love to play with this character again because there were a lot of features that I had prepared that I didn't end up using, but that's kind of in the wind
Yeah,
because one
same.
shots.
I want to overthrow the government, Brandon.
Okay. We can do more one shots set in this universe. I'm not opposed to that, especially if they
Though
tie
I-
in like today's did.
Though admittedly, Oishi Kaz Kazuko is probably going to be very happy to just try and start an orphanage.
yeah.
He will look really weird, but he's okay with that.
Maybe someday he'll even learn how to play the theremin.
Perhaps. He's the little backstory I had in my head had him be something of like sort of a scavenger at one point. And I can definitely see I can see him engaging with that a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. I had a lot of ideas about Johnny that did not come through.
It's a one shot.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Wish for Lachlan.
Let's see. I'm so happy. Hold on, I know this is. I'm so happy. I got the thing at the end.
The thing at the
What
end
do
and
I
this
want?
logo on the side of the capsules.
I'm guessing that's a spoiler backstory for the
It
current.
has to do with a backstory aspect of Darien. Yeah.
Cool.
I have to. Of course, I have to play Darien like not like he knows nothing because he does know nothing because he's simultaneously.
I just needed to sprinkle a little world building in for Lachlan.
Darien is simultaneously very intelligent, but is also very young, and thus
Ark
does not
is
know
like-
a lot.
Ark is like, ah, yes, shapeshifter DNA. Give us that, please.
Yes.
So, like,
I
world
definitely,
building.
I would say if I was to make a wish like as like a retrospective thing, I think it would have been quite. I was sort of imagining in my head. I think it would be fun to play like a scene that has to do something along the lines of like, what's it like? I was actually here's my wish. I want to know what was going on with those drones a little bit more. Or my wish would have been to pick in on that plotline a little bit more. Because that seemed interesting to me.
Rowan, your wish.
I said I
So
want to
admittedly,
overthrow the government.
Ah, yes, that's right. I'm gonna write
I thought-
anarchy.
I thought I said something. Yeah.
Oh wait, I can update my little Notion page for
Because with Erasmus, his goals too.
No, Erasmus
Or-
doesn't want to overthrow the government.
for Kaz here. Kaz is completed.
Okay. So, Lachlan, you should know this, but since the one shot is over, and it's probably going to be a one shot because that was a lot of work for one game. Unless you guys want to do more, in which case I'd be down because that was kind of fun. But maybe with more prep next time.
I feel like I need to
I'm
send.
gonna tell you my wish as DM.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that you had been the one to check that cargo.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna send that just because I like to flex with that. This is my newly updated character database now includes Oishi Kaz Kazuko. And my sketchily drawn characters and less sketchily drawn characters.
Alrighty, folks, I'm gonna peace.
Okay.
Please.
Good seeing y'all. That was fun. Normal
Yeah.
session on Friday.
Brandon, good DMing.
Thank you. It was super scuffed, not gonna lie.
It was
Welcome to
still
one shot.
way more
It was
high
fun.
effort
Well, because it was still way more high effort than what?
than like all of the one shots.
Icon.
Sometimes, yeah. All of the one shots that me and Lackland do, though.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Rowan and I are true lazy DMs.
You know what happened? Okay, here. 2:07 p.m. Lackland in the Icon server.